Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela and I am back with another charity shop book haul for you. So I'm just going to jump straight in and show you what I picked up. The first book in this haul is The Children of Hurin by J.R.R. Tolkien. It says the great tale of the children of Hurin set during the legendary time before the Lord of the Rings. Fantasy. Dragons. Tolkien. This copy has some lovely illustrations throughout the book, which is cool. Not sure how much we paid for this. I'm guessing £1, £2 maybe, not sure. Next up we have a couple more Discworld novels. We have A Hatful of Sky and also Sorcery by Terry Pratchett. This one was £1 and this one was £2.50. Next up, these were just random pickups for me. I just read the back and kind of liked the sound of them. So we have The Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. I believe this is the author of the Divergent series, and this is the start of a new series she's written. So this is written after the defeat of the Dark One. There are 5 individuals that have helped battle the Dark One, and they are suffering with like PTSD, mental health issues, and then on the 10th anniversary of the Dark One's defeat, something bad happens and maybe he's not gone after all kind of thing. You know, standard. I just like the sound of it. Back of the book made me interested, and I think I paid, it was either 50p or £1 for this one. Next up we have A Spot of Bother by Mark Haddon. This one cost me 99p, and the synopsis for this one says, at 57, George is settling down to a comfortable retirement, building a shed in his garden, reading historical novels, listening to a bit of light jazz. Then Katie, his unpredictable daughter, announces that she is getting remarried to Ray. Her family is not pleased, as her brother Jamie observes Ray has strangler's hands. Katie can't decide if she loves Ray or loves the way he cares for her son Jacob. And her mother Jean is a bit put out by the way the wedding planning gets in the way of her affair with one of her husband's former colleagues. And the tidy and pleasant life Jamie has created crumbles when he fails to invite his lover Tony to the dreaded nuptials. Unnoticed in the uproar, George discovers a sinister lesion on his hip and quietly begins to lose his mind. It says, a painful, funny, humane novel, beautifully written, addictively readable. This just sounded like utter chaos. Potential comedy and potential sadness. I don't know. I just like the sound of it, so I picked that one up. Next up, we appear to have picked up some duplicates, but I'm not sure if that was because they were in good condition. We've got book 2 and book 5 of the Wheel of Time, which is The Great Hunt and Fires of Heaven. We definitely already have these. Maybe we had bad condition ones and wanted better ones. I cannot remember, but we'll just pick the best out of the bunch. This one was 99p and this one was £2. I picked up a thriller. I picked up The Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. This one says, you don't see her but she sees you. Midnight, in an area of urban wasteland where cats hunt and foxes shriek, a girl is watching. When Sapphire Maddox was 10, something terrible happened and she's carried the pain of it ever since. The man she thought was going to heal her didn't, and now she hides, learning his secrets invisible in the shadows. Owen Pick is invisible too. He's never had a girlfriend, he's never even had a friend. Nobody sees him, nobody cares. But when Sapphire goes missing from opposite his house on Valentine's night, suddenly the world seems to be watching Owen, accusing him, holding him responsible for Sapphire's disappearance. 99p I paid for this. Next up I found the first book in the Nevernight series by J. Kristoff, and this one cost me £2. So I'm pretty sure this is a YA fantasy series. Mia Corvia is only 10 years old when she is given her first lesson in death. Destined to destroy empires, the child raised in shadows made a promise on the day she lost everything, to avenge herself on those that shattered her world. But the chance to strike against such powerful enemies will be fleeting, and Mia must become a weapon without equal. Before she seeks vengeance, she must seek training among the infamous assassins of the Red Church of Itreia. Inside the church's halls, Mia must prove herself against the deadliest of opponents and survive the tutelage of murderers, liars, and demons at the heart of a murder cult. The church is no ordinary school, but Mia is no ordinary student. Again, a very popular series. I've heard good things about this. I know this is a lot of people's favourites, and I think I just need the second book in this series now. Next up, something a little bit lighter. I picked up The Switch by Beth O'Leary. This is a romance book, and it says Lena is too young to feel stuck. Eileen is too old to start over. It's time for the switch. After blowing a big presentation at work, Lena takes a 2-month sabbatical and escapes to her grandmother Eileen's house for some overdue rest. Eileen is newly single and about to turn 80. She'd like a second chance at love, but her tiny Yorkshire village doesn't offer many eligible gentlemen. A life swap seems the perfect solution. But with a rabble of unruly OAPs to contend with, as well as the distractingly handsome local schoolteacher, Lena learns that switching lives isn't straightforward. In London, Eileen is a huge hit with her new neighbours and with the online dating scene. But is her perfect match nearer to home than she first thought? This just sounds really fun, and it cost me £1. So next up, this is one that Andy picked up. It is the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. Toru Okada's cat has disappeared, and this has unsettled his wife, who is herself growing more distant every day. Then there are the increasingly explicit phone calls he has started receiving. As this compelling story unfolds, the tidy suburban realities of Okada's vague and blameless life, spent cooking, reading, listening to jazz and opera, and drinking beer at the kitchen table, are turned inside out, and he embarks on a bizarre journey, guided, however obscurely, by a succession of characters, each with a tale to tell. So this one cost us £1.25. Next, I picked up The Girl Who Chased the Moon by Sarah Addison Allen. I liked the sound of the back of this book. I kind of got Ocean at the End of the Lane vibes from this book, but I'm hoping I will enjoy this more because I didn't like Ocean at the End of the Lane. So I thought I would give this a try. This one says, Emily Benedict came to Mullaby, North Carolina, hoping to solve some of the riddles surrounding her mother's life. Why did she leave her hometown so suddenly? Why did she vow never to return? But in a place where unexplained lights skip across the yard at midnight, where the wallpaper in your bedroom changes to suit your mood, and where a neighbour bakes hummingbird cookies in the hope of bringing back a lost love, Emily will find that the answers are not what she expects. See what I mean? It just sounds a little bit weird and magical. So I'm going to try this one, and this one costs £1. Next up, super happy, I found A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir. This is part of a 4-book series. I think I have book 4. I'm not sure which number book this is. I paid £1 for this. This is I believe it's a YA fantasy. I think there's a romance in there. Just need the other 2 books. And the last 2 books in this haul, again, super excited. We managed to find Sunlin Ascends by Josiah Bancroft. I've seen quite a lot of people talk about this book. A man and a wife go to visit the Tower of Babel, and the wife ends up going missing. He's assuming she's in the tower somewhere, and so he is ascending the tower trying to find his wife. But I think this is a fantasy book. There are, each level of the tower, each floor of the tower is like different and has different obstacles that he has to get past. It just sounds really interesting and a fun read. So very happy that we found book 1 in that series. This one cost us £1. We also found The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I think this is book 1. This again is another fantasy series. Heard good things about it. This one cost us £1, and hopefully I can find the rest of these also. As per usual, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.